I've been going for a little while, all right? But now I'm back like I never left, okay? So, after I posted my last video, right, there has been a lot of questions about, for me to get into detail about my life for the last couple of months. So, this is gonna be take one. And I'll just kind of run it down for you. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, right? So you never miss a beat. Okay. So listen. All right. So let's start. So when I got shot, a lot of people was like, "Oh my God, she got shot! I didn't know you got shot." Yeah, cause I'm a thug. No, I'm just playing. I'm not a thug, but yeah, I got shot. So I'm just gonna talk about what happened, and then I'm gonna talk about my experience with it and stuff like that. Okay. So we'll just. So, I got shot back in March. And so, what happened that night? So, I can't really say much because there's an investigation still going to this very day. So, I'm just going to say what I can, I guess, right? Okay. So, obviously, it was a very normal night or whatever. I went out to get me some ice cream. Okay? Ice cream. Lost my goddamn life for some ice cream. Should took my ass because some ice cream. But I was supposed to go get some ice cream or whatever. And you know how like you get a feeling, but I kind of ignored it because of the situation. I did have a feeling. I was like, I need to go get this ice cream. I need to go home. But I kind of ignored it or whatever. And I just proceeded to go about my route. So I showed up, whatever. Fast forward, because like I said, still no investigation, so it's not much I can really say. To the part where, first of all, let me just say, I was very afraid for my life. Like, I was very surprised. I was shocked. It was so much anxiety. It was so much adrenaline. I don't know, it was like unbelievable, right? So first of all, when I got shot in my hand. See? It went in here and came out through here. Well, it went in here and they had to take it out here. So when I got shot, first of all, I didn't feel it because I know everybody asked, "Oh, did you feel it?" No, I didn't even know I was shot. I think when I looked down, like, I don't know, something told me to look down. I looked down. I looked at my hand. I was like, wait a minute. Look at this lump in my... It was a lump in my hand. And it was like blood. I'm like... And I think I freaked out because of what I seen. I'm like, no way. Like, this is not real. Like, this... Look, I don't even know what to say now. Because I was like really, really shocked. When I seen it, I was like, oh my God, I got shot. Oh my God, I'm at the... And anybody that knows me, first of all, knows I'm very dramatic, first of all. So you shoot me, I don't care if you shoot me in the finger. In my head, I'm dying. Okay? So, when I seen it, I just panicked, obviously. And I proceeded to run. And like at one point during me running, the bullet was here, right? I'm tripping. Like, I'm tripping, bro. The bullet moved like here, like a little bit or something. But I couldn't really tell because I'm running and I just, I'm like sobbing. So I couldn't tell. Maybe I'm tripping or whatever, but I just proceeded to run and I just kept running. And then before I knew it, when I had got to a specific spot where it was like safe and I can call the police or whatever, it was right here. And I'm like, oh my God, is this really moving now? You know when people be like, oh, the gun, it travels. I'm not trying to say like I never believed that, but at the same time, oh no. Okay, when I seen it traveling, I was just shocked. Like, oh my God, this thing is moving in my body. And I'm thinking, what if it hit an artery or something like that? Or what if like it hit like I don't know, like a fuck up my nervous system? Like, I was just, I don't know. And my hand was just so swollen though too. I'm like, oh my God. So I tell the people whatever. And, you know, I call the cops and the cops get there. Bruh, we're sitting there though. And I'm panicking. Like, I don't care what you say. You shot me in my finger, bro. I'm dying. So I'm like, where's the ambulance? I'm about to walk to the hospital. You guys, my hand is going to fall off. Like, what? Bro, you're taking forever in a day. So finally the ambulance came or whatever. I get in a van. And then I go to the hospital or whatever. And these two people ask me all these questions. Bro, I just want to fix my hand. And then on top of all of these emotions that I'm going through with my hand, of course, which is obviously, like I said to you before, and I repeat it again in case you didn't hear me the first time, it's not much that I can say about the investigation because it's still going on. So I can't, it was like a lot of different feelings that I was feeling because obviously the person I was with got shot or whatever and they passed away. Well, at the time I didn't know if they passed away or not. I wasn't sure. I just know when I look back, they was on the ground. So I wasn't sure, like, I guess what was going on. So when I was telling my story to them, when they was asking me like all these different questions, I didn't really have like the full story. I could just say like little stuff or whatever. And then, so, I mean, all these detectives, they asked me a bunch of questions. They took pictures of my hand or whatever. And, you know, they took the, dude, he was so rough. Like, even the doctor, he was just doing the most. Like, bro, this hurts. I don't care, like, oh, it's supposed to hurt. Bro, I don't care what it's supposed to hurt, but it hurts, okay? So, me and him, I'm about to go toe-to-toe with him because he keep hurting my hand or whatever. So, you know, I believe, like, maybe the day later or whatever, I got admitted, and the counselors that came upstairs, and, you know, I was so distraught. And I was so, like, shocked that I was even in that predicament because I'm not that type of person. You get what I mean? So, I don't go out to the club. Okay, I don't do nothing. So I'm the person that goes to work, goes home, and it's like the same thing every day. I don't go out much. So I just was like very shocked that I was even in that situation. I was shocked that it even happened. I was shocked that the way how it happened, I was shocked that, I don't know, something may or may not have happened to her. I wasn't sure because nobody wouldn't tell me either what happened. So, and I asked everybody and nobody would tell me. So, you know, I just had a little information that I had, and all I could do was really like pray and, you know, ask myself. I'm a person that believes in God, but, you know, and I will say this, and I know a lot of people that probably go against me, but I was questioning God, like, what is going on? Like, what just happened? And, you know, I was praying that that person was okay. And I'm like, what the heck? So now I'm in the hospital, I think either the third or the fourth day. And the crazy thing is I had got shot and I was supposed to sign for my house 3 days later or whatever. And which is something that I was obviously very excited about. But I forgot about it. Like, I forgot that I was supposed to sign for a house. So, mind you, I don't have my phone because when the situation happened, I had left my phone in the car. And so I didn't have no phone, no source of communication with anybody or whatever. So, luckily, one of my friends, they were like really, really nice or whatever. And they was on it. Like, even though I was going through, I feel like, you know, a support, like your friends are like very, very important in your life because my friends really came through for me. I feel like, I feel like I wasn't thinking about buying a house. And I was actually, like, to be honest with you, I was very confused, if that makes sense, because it's like, I'm about to buy a house, and for some people, this is the most happiest thing that they could do. You know, this is an accomplishment. But for me, at the time, it was like, how can I be happy about buying a house when somebody very, 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 very close to me may or may not be alive? You get what I mean? Like, so I wasn't even thinking about it, and I was, like, very much confused. But then I had got the call. Somebody was like, you know, they wound up calling the hospital and they're, oh, you know, you got time for your house. And I'm like, I don't want to deal with that right now. And they're like, and they were very respectful about it. Like, okay, cool, whatever. You know what my friend did behind my back? That girl went and called My realtor, got on the phone with him, and mind you, I had got shot. So because I got shot, I'm out of a job. Technically, I'm not out of a job like I'm fired, but medically I'm out of a job. So that can affect the process. Mind you, I'm about to close. I'm closing. I'm supposed to sign my paperwork. If they would have found out that I got shot, they would have canceled it, because technically speaking, my income dropped drastically. And then one of my jobs too, I wasn't even getting paid because I was a sub. So my income, it wound up dropping because I was picking up OT like crazy, left and right. I was getting to the bag. You know what I mean? Like, I went in, when I bought my house, I went in full, like, getting money mode. Like, I was, when I say getting money, I'm talking about like sleeping in my car getting money, picking up so many shifts. I had to sleep in my car getting money. You understand what I'm saying to you? You got to do what you got to do. You got to grind. And that's what I was doing. So my bag was like nice. And mind you, so I had a plan. So my plan was, I had needed a new car. My car was garbage. And this is very important. And the reason why I say this is because, okay, so when you're trying to buy a house, it is very, 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 very important for you not to be buying unnecessary things that cost hundreds or like thousands of dollars, because it can also affect your process. So yes, my car was trash, and it literally was like breaking down every other week. Transmission problems, it wouldn't start. It just was a lot, and I was putting a lot of money into that car. Like, I was just spending a lot of money, period, because I wasn't getting Ubers. I don't do Ubers, okay? I don't trust Ubers. You ain't about to get me in the back of your car. But no, I would have a lot of rentals, and so that was running up my bag a lot. So, but, people would tell me all the time, you need to get another car. I had a Hyundai Elantra, a 2013. I had forgot to get an oil change. So, yeah. After that, it kind of went to shits because my engine wound up seizing, and I had to get a new engine. So I paid for that to get in. That was like $25. That was like a deal. Because a relative or whatever. But it was just, bro, my car was trash. Okay, and I was so annoyed, and I would be crying because I'm like, I can't do this. Like, I need another car. I'm missing money. So I would start booking like shifts back to back so that I wouldn't have to leave or whatever. So I would drive my work car. What I do. Okay. So basically, I hung in there with my car or whatever until the very end. And what happened was, so they wind up, when I was in the hospital, pushing my date back, my closing date. I don't know how they even did that in the first place, but they wind up pushing it back. And instead of me signing the 3 days later, I wind up signing like a week later. And I'm going to actually put a clip in so you guys can see, me going there. But as I said, it was like, I don't know. It was kind of like I don't know. I was happy, but I wasn't happy at the same time. I had like mixed emotions, But people kept telling me like the day of, the closing of my house, a week later, they kept telling me like, she would have been happy for you, and you need to enjoy this moment. And so, I don't know, whatever. The point is, I wind up closing on my house. And may I add, it was very hard for me to even sign papers because my hand was fucked up. And my hand was actually still in the cast as well. So, it was kind of like, it was like wrapped up. So it's hard for me to write or whatever. But I had to go to therapy afterwards. That part was depressing because, they had to bend my hand. Like, I had to bend my hand this way. So that was kind of depressing because you will be trying to do that and it just wouldn't work, I guess. And that's depressing. Like, I just kind of feel like, even with my arm, when my arm had broke, look, see? When my arm had broke too, it was stuck in this position, and they had to like stretch it out for it to, stretch all the way straight. And yeah, so if you're wondering, I got shot in this arm, and I got my arm broke. Just throw the whole right arm in the trash, okay? I don't think I'm supposed to have a right arm in my lifetime, because everything under the sun keep happening in my right arm. So I don't know, but it's just like therapy is very depressing, especially when I feel like my therapist for my arm, I liked him. Like, he was really, really nice, and he was encouraging. I even cussed him out. But my therapist for my hand, I hated her. She was trash. Like, you know what? I should write a review about her, because she was trash. She would just say things that was depressing, bro. And at one point we even kind of got into it, because she was like, I was crying and I was rolling my eyes, because she was basically letting me know, like, your hand may not get back to how it was ever again. And I started crying. I rolled my eyes because I'm stressed. I'm like, damn, like, this is ridiculous. And she was like, why are you rolling your eyes at me? I didn't do nothing to you. How about I'm not rolling my eyes at you? How about I'm rolling my eyes at the predicament that I'm in? How about that? How about you stop taking things so personal and do your job? She's like, oh, okay, right. If I could cuss up here, I would. But I say the B word hard. But so that was like depressing. I actually stopped going to her after a while, because we got a lot going on. Okay. So I guess that's my story. I will say that my hand obviously is okay. It didn't damage like no nerves, my nervous system or anything. So I was like fine in that aspect. It literally just went under the skin, which is kind of like kind of crazy to me, because I have really, really skinny hands. So it's just weird. But hey, I'm not gonna question my blessings, okay? The point is, honestly, to be very, very truthful with y'all, and I'm being honest. Like, you can either respect my honesty or you don't have to. I don't care, okay? But I'm very, very happy to be alive. And as I said before in the last video, like, you guys really don't understand what it means to cherish life until your life is almost gone. Like, it's just weird how I look at life now. And I can't even explain it to you. And now too, I'm not gonna lie, I got a little PTSD. PTSD. I got all of that. I got that. I get really paranoid fast now. Sometimes, like, sometimes I think about death a lot. I don't know, because it just happens so fast. Like, everything happens so fast. And literally, like, if you guys take the time to look it up, you probably will. But if you look it up, literally the situation happened in 3 minutes. Bro, that was the longest 3 minutes of my life. Wasn't no 3. I don't think it was 3 minutes. But they said it was 3 minutes. Somebody lying, okay? Felt like 20 minutes. But I'm so happy to be here. You get what I mean? Like, and you know one thing people don't do too, that I feel like, if nobody don't tell you, I'm telling you. You need to cherish right now. Forget about your journey. Forget about where your goal is, if that makes sense. Like, you need to, like, cherish the days towards the journey. You get what I mean? Like, don't worry about, you know what, I'm going to go on vacation after I retire, or I'm going to go on vacation after this, after that. Bro, if you got the money, do it. Okay? Live your life. Because, bro, you may not even make it, bro. I'm 29 years old, and there was a strong possibility I would have never been seen 29. I would have died at 28. And I think about that every day. Every day. Every day I think about me dying at 28 years old. That'd have been it. And it's just so crazy, because even a person who actually died, I just be looking at their pictures like, is this for real? And then the other person who was involved, who did the shooting in the first place, I'd be like, how? You know what I mean? Like, because that person is, I guess I didn't know them to be like that, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't know. People be snapping. I don't know. You just really never know nobody, I feel like. That's how I feel. And I wasn't there, so I don't know their personal, like, relation. I knew their personal relationship, but I didn't know that much, obviously. I don't know. But I tell you what I do know. That I'm actually happy to be here and I'm happy to be talking to you guys. I'm just happy to start my journey. So, with all of that being said, like, subscribe, and share, comment, and hit the bell so you never miss a beat. And I'm actually going to make another video based off my last video because there were so many different questions that people had asked me. So, yeah. So,